Your first year in network marketing. Overcome your fears, experience success, and achieve your dreams.
All right, can you guys hear me?
By Mark Yarnell and Renee Reed Yarnell.
Hello.
Narrated by Kevin Foley. Copyright 1998 by Mark Yarnell and Renee Reed Yarnell.
Nothing much. What's up with you? Good. Good. Okay. Okay, let's see what you got. Okay. Yeah, but it's yeah. But pull it up a little bit. I looked them up and they make different boats and different yachts to your liking. Right, right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Mhm. Oh, two-factor authentication. Is he speaking? I can't hear him. Can you? I'm trying to get my two-factor authentication. Sorry, I'm a little behind. I'm coming. There we go. Okay, before you do that, is it under financial that these? Is it a financial on the left hand side? Is under what? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. All right. Certificates. Citizenship, I think now. Ancient mutate citizenship. There it is. I got it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Start loading. All countries. Yeah. All right. Go back. Yes. The answer. Uh, okay. I see it. Okay. 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 It's silly. Hold up. I just want to get my notebook right quick. All right, I'm ready. Mhm. I'm not trying to be funny, but mine says max mining load is 200,000. Is that something? Oh, oh, uh, it's weird. Yeah. Also, I'm looking. I don't see 100,000. I'm missing something. Oh, on your screen. On your screen. I'm looking on partners. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my GS. All right, go ahead. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. Oh, okay. We're talking about, all right. There we go. Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me get my calculator back to it. Say, what is it again? 2 million? What now? 0.2. 10 million? That's what you told me. 2 million. That's what I put in there. Divided by 0.2. Point. Okay. 0.02. That's the difference. Okay. Yeah. 0.0. Right. 100 million. Mhm. Okay, let me get back to you. Hey, I'm working here. Hold on. This is not easy at all. This is like I'm back in school. Trust me, like what the is killing. Okay. So do I see the 100 million fully loaded? Okay, yeah, I see it over here. Mm-hmm. At 0.02. Yes, okay. I'm part. She didn't got caught where else, huh? Mhm. Then where does it say market price at? I don't see where it says market price. Yeah, it's mm, mm-hmm. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to write all this stuff down first. 100 million times the market, which is the market price 0. Let me say zeros. Wait. 0.0055. That's the market price, and the 100 million is the fully loaded with G99, right? Is that, am I saying that right? All right, now let me see. Calculating time. Back to the calculator. It's crazy. Uh, uh, Gotta be careful what I ask for. But times 0.0055. I see 550,000. Is that correct? Is that right? 550,000. Thousand what? Dollars? What Bitcoin? That's more. Uh-huh. Okay. I see that. All right. Yeah, but I guess my question is, which was, which is, I guess what is 550,000? I guess in Bitcoin in dollars. I guess. No.
I know you. Apologies. Did you need me? I was with Con. I just got back to. I'm here. I got my calculator. Yes, I do. I did. Yeah, I see it. I'm just getting to you guys. So let me get to my calculator. How do I navigate to the calculator, fam? No, I'm on my phone. I can't pull it up on the Mac. It's okay. So go to mining certificates. Okay, that's loading. I'm there. Load certificates. I see all countries start loading. All countries get position. I don't see where it says load certificates. Is it start loading? Yeah, start loading. Hold on. Yeah, mine is different. That's okay. I'm following along. Go ahead. But I'm watching you. We're on the calculator on your computer. I'm watching.
Why can't I get this together? Wait, 0222. Lord, that's right. This is 3 times. I know. Okay, Ed, okay. Quit making it look bad. We're worse than it really is.
No, we're good.
These ain't regular conversations. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna have to be a regular conversation in here lately. So yeah. Okay. I know this.
So in working out the certificates, we start with the max load divided
Max
by
load.
the 2 cent conversion for the G999.
You know. $100 million. Yeah. Which is the market, right?
So you
Market.
multiply it by the current market value or the
Oh,
current
value.
market price.
Oh,
Got it.
all right.
And that'll give you your exchange value. Okay. And what's the market today, babe? I can look it up. Let me look it up. Let me know. Value today. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. I ain't pulling my calculator, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. Back and
All
forth.
right, so 1,000,000 times 0.0055. But when we actually do this, of course, we'll utilize that day's value, right? At the price of transaction. Okay, got you.
So 100 million, right? It's 100 million, right? Mm-hmm.
Oh, 100 million. I see. 550,000. Mm-hmm. Yes.
You
42. Oh, I put 2. That's where I'm sitting here. It's 7. Right. Okay.
Okay, so all right. So I'm at the total unlocked. Oh, I thought I heard you say total unlocked. So what's the 84? Okay. This is 7. We got that. Okay. Okay, so wait. That's what I'm trying to get to. I'm sorry. I see
Make
how
it bigger, babe. It's just too
40
small.
45 days. Is that no? Hold on. I'm trying. Hold on.
Make it larger, babe. I mean, it is. I can follow you better. Okay, at the very bottom. Yeah, reward harvesting, 15 days. Right. $24 payments. Period. Right.
Meeting right now. Meditator. He's on the phone in a meeting.
$168. You enlarged it, so I can't see what that value is. 13,799 on this graph, I mean, on this charts is what? You see how half of it is cut off? The left side of it is cut off. Yeah, you enlarged it, or did something to it, so it scooted out the out of frame. No, I see it. What is it? To the left, what is it? What is that? 13,799. That's the total unlock. Okay. Yes. So the total unlocked is 75%, right? 25% goes to the leadership, 75%. Okay. Oh, I see. To get, okay. 15,799. 800. Okay. Okay, 1,034,850. You said multiply 13,790. Oh, okay, I did. I keep missing this number up here. 13,799. I know. I'm loving these big numbers. I'm loving it. So 13,799, 800 multiplied by 75% is, yeah, 10,349,850. Oh, divided by the payouts, okay. And hang on. Okay, so right, of course. I see now. Yeah, the 61,606 and 25 cents. Can we go back a step? The total unlock divided by 75%. I meant multiply. So multiplied by 75% gives me what value? What is that? I understand that it was 10,349, 850. What is that? The certificate hold. Gotcha. I did.
Okay.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I have a question. So, so the 20, I was on mute for the longest, just talking to y'all. I was like, they ignored me. They ignored me. I was mad. But anyway, so here we go. So, so the 25% that goes to the leadership and the citizenship. Now I have citizenship in these countries. That would go to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. But I think, yeah, kind of, sort of. But I see a $61,606.25. Somebody's gonna get paid every twice a month for 7 years for a total of 61,000, right? Okay. Okay. All right. Uh-oh. Here we go. Let's see.
650,000.
650,000. What? No. Okay. All right.
So that 650,000 is the exchange for the certificate and the cost for the G999. Exchange for the G999. Right. This is all exchange. That's right.
How do you stop notifications on your phone? Oh my God. You ever try to look at your screen and all you see is boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom? Jesus.
They didn't want me.
Oh God, it's no. That's good. You know, I can't concentrate.
Now you
Yeah.
they all on.
Okay. Neptune. All right, so on the countdown. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. It's covered up, ain't it? I can't see it. Yeah. That. Oh, I mean that. Yeah, I see that. I thought you meant on the other. Okay. Neptune. Okay, there we go.
Appreciate you, Pop.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Multiply it by
0.02. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nicole.
No, go ahead, Tanya. I did
Divide, I guess, by 0.02. I forgot what he called it though. Because conversion. I'll try to remember. Yeah, wait, hold on. Let's see. 2, 3. There we go. 700,000 divided by 0.02. Finally got that. 35 million. Yeah. The next, hold on, let me write this down now. You're going too fast. Oh. The 35 million times.
Get my hat off.
Okay, it's times that market price. But I can't see the market price, so I don't know, you know. Come on now. Come on.
All right now. Emboldened.
Oh, it's all the same. They're all the same. This is just example though, right? 0.0.
Right.
0.055. And I guess you want to know how much that is, right? Okay, yeah. So let's see. 35 million. Let's see, times. Let's see. Times, right? 0.0055 equals 192,500. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got the same. 192,500. 192,500. I can hear Mike saying 192 what? Mike does not play about numbers. And 42 cents. I'm kidding. Yeah, he's. Mhm.
What? Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah.
Right. Exchange.
This is the exchange before I get lost. Okay, this is exchange. Okay.
50,000. Yes.
Oh, okay, that's what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah, I got that. 242.
All right. We'll go back to the 13, right? Okay, where we get numbers? Where? Okay, hold on. Where are we getting?
Yeah, that's right. I thought that was because you can also fill it with Lydian Lions or XLT. So if you use G999.
Okay, I see 500. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see it. 8 months. Okay, mining period. I see it. Oh, 78. I'm sorry. What was the calculation? 78 months times 12. Okay. 6.5 years. 5 years. Mhm. I don't think we did that, did we? Did we do? I'm sorry, but did we do the payments? Oh, oh, so it's twice a month. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I see. It's a little murky. I'm trying to get this part. This is part of 156 payouts. And how do we come up with that again? Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Duh. Okay. Mhm. Payments. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Where are we getting that from? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. I was looking at the first number instead of the second number. All right. Mhm. Okay. Wait a minute. Come on. Let me find it. Um, we are trying to find out how much we are going to make. Uh, I guess twice a month, right? So yeah, I know we know the payments. I mean, how much we're going to make in those 156 payments. Or I remember. Okay, so it's 3,360,000. 175. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that number. Uh, times or divide 0.75, or is it times the
Got
0.75?
it.
So it's times the 0.75. Okay. Okay, so let me. Okay, hold on. 3 million. Oh, that long number. I like that long number though. That's a nice number. 175 times 0.75. So, oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay, so $2,520,131.25. Oh,
Yes, that's exactly that.
okay. I thought I was. Oh. Okay, so divided by 156. That's the payments, right? Okay. So 16 million. Wait a minute, that's not right, is it?
Yeah,
16
that's
million,
right.
$154. Well, $154, round up maybe $155.
9 o'clock.
All right, so let's do it again. That's okay. $31.25. Right. It's divided by, right? 156. Mm-hmm. Yes, I got $16,154. Okay. So that's right then, right? Round out. Yeah. Big drop. That's a big drop, man. From moon to Neptune. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm not complaining about nothing. I'm just saying I'm just saying, you know.
Hey man, y'all already know what time it is. My God, that's my brother, my Lord. This is awesome. Mm.
Okay. Okay.
Love you back. Let's go get it. Ow.
Recording stopped.
Facebook also. Make, save, and grow. Let's type that in. Make, save, and grow. That's all we're going to talk about today. I see Miss Shirola's already typing it in. And I believe we're live on Facebook also. So everybody who's hanging out on Facebook, man, so go ahead and type that in. All right. So Warren words. All right. Okay, here. That's what we're going to talk about today. Now, because we're having this discussion, I have to ask this question. Do you deserve to earn more than 1% on your money? You tell me, do you deserve to earn more than 1% on your money? I see Bernard says, yes, yes. Absolutely, says Miss Thompson. All right. Miss Allison, okay, yes, we got some certainlys, all right. Okay, perfect. Well, let's go ahead and continue this conversation because guess what? Everyone's saying yes, but here's the reality. 95% of the people in the world, they try to save and grow their money using a centralized banking system. Guess what? The typical percentage that's received is less than 1%. It's not even a full percentage. It's 0.1 is the average percentage that people are receiving. So we want to share with you, there's a much better way to put your money to work. So let me introduce you to GS Partners.
Recording in progress.
Ooh, I love that video, man. You could just feel the energy and excitement. That was our live event in Dubai. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a new digital era and it is here to stay. We want to connect you to a lot of options to create more passive residual income. You see some very, very cool terms here: metaverse mining, you see meta trading, you see meta brokerage, you see meta estates. What does all those fancy terms mean? It means to put you in position for more passive residual income. And to do that, we've connected with DD Swiss, which is amazing, along with some amazing individuals like some amazing soccer players, Roberto Carlos. Oh my gosh. I mean, my sons play soccer. So yes. So listen, we want to get into some great content today. So here's a little disclaimer. I'm going to read just the top end of this and read through all of this. Okay. This is a presentation for the purpose of an educational program for the community and members, potential rewards exclusively to find at gspartners.global platform. All right. Now, every effort has been made to accurately represent the GS Partners Rewards plan and its income potential. All earnings or income examples will depend solely on the ideas, techniques, knowledge, skills, and time vested in your independent business. All right. That's very important. And GS Partners does not guarantee any results or any decisions that you make in relation to promoting our products or your business. Keep that in mind, right? Now, all income examples that we're going to share with you tonight are used by GS Partners, are not to be considered average earnings. We're not financial advisors. We're not offering financial advice. We're just going to continue to share with you how to create, make more, save more, grow more, like we said. So definitely take a little time to read through the rest of that. We're going to jump in to some great content today. So we want to go ahead and get that disclaimer out the way, right? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's do this. So you were invited today and we want to share with you how to improve your wealth. And we're going to do that through this technology shift. We're going to harness technology as part of our tools to be successful and create more passive residual income for you, right? So we're going to discuss who we are. We're going to discuss the products. We're going to discuss this global ecosystem that's already active and our plans, right? Now, here's the most important thing to what we're going to discuss today, tonight, this afternoon. What is your dream? If your dream is time freedom, financial freedom, debt freedom, location freedom, all of this information will be geared towards empowering you to get towards that goal and dream, right? So I don't know what that goal and dream is, but we want to improve your quality of life. We want to improve and put you in position to do those things. So we're going to share with you all this content with the intent to help you reach that goal and dream. All right. So let's move forward because the dream is so important, right? So GS Partners, we've created some amazing opportunities right within tapping into blockchain technology, tapping into Web 3.0, tapping into the metaverse. You may be familiar with all of those things, you may not, but we're going to be able to share with you how you can tap in and diversify and use all these opportunities to help you grow your money, save and make, right? Make, save, grow. That's all we're going to talk about today. Ooh, the blockchain technology here is amazing. So listen, third parties are talking about these amazing industries, right? Blockchain technology, $1.5 billion, right? That is the expected market value. That's what's going to be going on within that industry, just that industry by itself. We're in all three, right? So Web 3.0, 1.2 billion, right? By Globe Newswire, right? Then the metaverse, you've been hearing about it. You've been seeing it on every single social media platform, right? 678 billion. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're just letting you know that there's opportunity here for you to create passive residual income, right? That's why we're sharing this content with you and this information. The opportunity is here, right? And let me go back just a little bit. So the Lydian world is part of what we're doing to help you explore, learn, and have fun within a digital land. You decide your role. So long story short, this game positions you for passive residual income. Now, let me pull up this video that discusses it in more detail and lays it out. Ooh.
The origins of life in the universe. First stages in human evolution. First simple technologies that started making our life easier. Welcome to Lydian World. We are glad to introduce our multi-ecosystem. Here, the rewards are generated thanks to the fees applied to each service or product behind an income resource such as staking pools, credit card swipe commissions, mining fields, assisted trading, non-fungible tokens marketplace, interactive airdrops, mainnet masternodes, trivia games, etc. Available on platforms and devices. More than 3 million users expected by the end of 2022 could reach a milestone of $5 billion in total resources. Lydian World, the place where you can explore, earn, and have fun.
Ooh. All right, listen, everybody. We're ecstatic about this Lydian world because it's active already. Okay, it is active already. So this is a gaming platform, right? Designed to create passive residual income. Type in the word passive income. Type in passive income. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at Facebook. Now, listen. Think of Monopoly over the blockchain for real money. Think about being able to tap into passive income through a game, right? So this is one element of creating passive residual income. You don't own the land, but you can jump in and become a citizen and actually get passive residual income from those countries. And there's so much more that's going to be added. So this is excellent. I see Mary Jordan saying passive. Miss Benta said passive, right? So that's what we're doing here in Lydian World, and this is already active, right? Now, in the Lydian World, there's gonna be, and there already is, so many layers to how you can create passive residual income. Remember, we're talking about making, saving, and growing our income, right? That's what we're discussing tonight, this afternoon, right? So with that in mind, this chart has a lot of good content on it. What I want us to focus on is this is all passive residual income, right? The metaverse is designed to evolve. It grows with the latest technologies and trends, and it'll give you, our growing community, the ability to take part and benefit from a lot of different things: assisted trading, artwork, NFTs. I mean, there is a whole lot in here for passive residual income, and you can take advantage of this at your leisure, all right? man, there's so many income streams in here. It's great, right? So this is getting the attention of several individuals. We call them meta stars. You see Floyd Mayweather. You see several global soccer players. Man, I'm telling you right now, this is getting a lot of attention. But let me go ahead and have one of our meta stars come to the front and chat about his excitement.
We're in Dubai right now. Something small, but some big money. Check it out as you can see. I have to display it to the world because they paid. You pay and we play. Check it out. In total, we have 10 Cullinan trucks, but we're promoting, I think 4. We're showing out a little bit. Something small, but the pay is big. Everything I do is big. Actually, this is where I'm staying at. The tallest building in the world, but I'm gonna say the biggest building in the world. We're doing small things for a big price. Check it out. Check it out, check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, check it out, check it out. And yes, I'm gonna push this company on you. They pay. And when they pay, I'm away. Money man, you know the rest.
Man, oh man. So you can see the BD Swiss, which is our strategic partner, along with Lydian.world, all over those amazing vehicles. So we have a bunch of meta stars, world boxing champion, Olympic gold medalist, Floyd Mayweather, along with football superstars, Roberto Carlos. Oh my gosh, so many great things, right? So right there, guys, we're launching the first metaverse blockchain asset brokerage, right? That is a whole lot of words for saying we're gonna put you in position to grow that money and save that money, passive residual income. It is gonna be empowered by BD Swiss, and they are already 12 years young, right? 12 years old, right? So they've been in the game helping people to the tune of 2.5 million customers and 10 billion euros per day in trading. So they're already doing it and they're ecstatic to be connected to us. And the meta estates development, once again, another layer to create more passive residual income, right? I love, man, oh gosh, all right. Man, this is good stuff, right? So one thing you might be concerned, hey, listen, we already have licenses in place, gold standard partners. GSP is going to work all over the world with strategic partnerships, and compliance is always at the heart of what we're doing. So we're already highly regulated, right? So we want to position you to thrive. We're active in over 150 countries already, regulated, okay? So that's very important because we want to build long-term wealth for everybody who's participating today, tonight, this afternoon, no matter where you're at in this awesome world, right? So here's what you want to do. You can register with GS Partners now. It takes less than 2 minutes. And what's really neat is that you can jump in with a $33 monthly membership, and that starts opening up your access because once again, this is an exclusive membership. This is an exclusive membership that helps you make, save, and grow that money, all right? So what do you get with that $33 membership? A whole lot. Blockchain Academy, a $28 NFT. You exchange $33 for a monthly membership, and they turn around and give you a $28 NFT immediately. Man, and so many other promotionals, referral links. I mean, they are making sure that you have everything you need to be successful, right? And then right here, we are ecstatic about these metaverse certificates. Type in the number 3, okay? Type in the number 3, and I'm gonna walk you through why I'm saying 3. These metaverse certificates put you in position for 3 streams of passive residual income. Just this one thing, the metaverse certificates, puts you in position. All right, I see a bunch of threes. Ray Brown said 3, puts you in position for 3 passive residual income streams, right? So the meta broker is managed through our connection with BD Swiss. You have the opportunity to do meta trading. You have the meta mining. So you have several different ways to connect and create that passive residual income. The third one is through the certificates, right? So if you and when you keep, right? When you keep about 33% of your loaded value in the certificate for about 18 months, boom, they're gonna connect you with over 300% on your certificate. So let me show you what that looks like in this example, all right? So let's say you acquire this Mars Metaverse certificate, it's 2,500. You load that, you see the max load is 7,500. So you put in, let's say you insure it by making sure you do about 40% or 50%, right? But you can do at least 33%. You keep that in there, and then at the end of 18 months, they're gonna go ahead and give you 300% of that 2,500 USDT. That's amazing. That's only just one part, because there's even going on, and I'll talk about it more as we go into our promotions. And then right here, you have the opportunity to tap into the mining. The meta mining is amazing because that is another way to create more passive residual income. So you can load that up. So this is an effective plan because what you're going to do is you're going to position yourself to earn rewards, right? Earn rewards in Bitcoin, earn rewards in Ethereum, USDT, right? And G999, just by sharing this global ecosystem. And this thing is, for the lack of a better word, this thing is fire, right? This thing is amazing because it's already active, right? So here's a little snapshot, right? With the GS Community Rewards plan, right? So you acquire your $33 membership, you invite other people, right? When you invite that first active referral, that first person that says, hey, listen, I want to acquire my $33 membership, that opens up 3 levels of passive residual income. When you invite and you have 2 members, boom, it activates 6 levels. When you have 3 members, now it activates 9 levels, right, of passive residual income. Let me break it down for you like this. This is not a guarantee of income, but this is just an example of how the rewards work. You connect 3 people to your business. They say, hey, I'm jumping in. I want to get my $33 membership. They see all that value. They say, man, this gives us an opportunity to create more income for ourselves, right? So on that first level, you scored about $14.85. This gets paid in real time, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, there's no payroll department here. We're not waiting for payroll to be processed. This gets paid out immediately in real time, okay? As it happens, boom, right? So you have 3 people, that turns into 9 because those 3 connect another 3, connect another 3, and it just continues to grow. Your organization duplicates, right? Because once again, we're gonna help you move to becoming an investor and a business owner if you choose. So as you see that amazing chart, you go down and then your total at the end of connecting and just building an organization, $51,975. Would that pay off a few bills? Would that help us move towards our time freedom goal, our location freedom goal, our debt freedom goal? And this can be paid out to you in real time in a few weeks, a few months, a year. That's completely up to you, right? Now, also, that is just a snapshot because there's even more layers of passive residual income, right? We said make more, we said save more, we said grow more, right? So there's 7 additional ways in getting paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum, along with USDT, along with G999. I won't go over all those tonight. We have live trainings every Sunday night to get you up to speed, right? Now, one thing is that you're gonna be creating this income or you have these profits and you might not know how to move those profits, right? So you can move your profits with our GS Lifestyle card, right? If you have your GS Lifestyle card, say, I got mine. If you've used it for travel, the discounts on travel, type in travel because this card is amazing. It gives you the flexibility to move your funds how you so want to. And there's a whole lot of benefits to having this amazing card. So I know our team is ecstatic about this, and I'm ecstatic about it because I've used it many times. It's so easy to use, and it's very, very, very helpful. So Heavenly Nail says she's used it for travel. Sayola Ben said, I got mine. Miss Linda Kelly says she's got hers, right? So what's cool about this, guys, is that it has 24-hour support. You have a concierge service. You can literally say, hey, listen, I want to go to the Bahamas. I want to go to London. I want to go wherever. And they'll go ahead and do all the heavy lifting for you and then let you know and book everything for you. I mean, there's so many different rewards within this GS Lifestyle card, but this is truly a banking solution in our pockets. And we're ecstatic about that. That's just one of the other layers of what we have here, right? So once again, we have some current promotions going on. We want to make sure you're aware. You want to position yourself and acquire as many metaverse certificates as possible, because right now you have an opportunity for a match. If you acquire and when you acquire your metaverse certificates before July 1st, you can go ahead, and when you decide to load it, you don't have to load it immediately, but when you decide to load it, we have our chairman of the board that is matching. So that is amazing. You put in $1, he puts in $1. You put in 500, he puts in 500. You put in $1 million, he puts in $1 million. We have metaverse certificates that can load up to $2 million, right? Then also we have the meta brokerage managed account. Once again, that's another layer of passive income that you can tap into, and the meta mining and the meta trading. So once again, what does this equate to? Make more money, save more money, and grow that money, right? That's all we're going to position you to do tonight, this afternoon, all right? So what you want to do is take these simple steps, right? Register for your free account, send money, listen to this, send money to fund your own account. You're sending money to yourself so that you can use it to acquire your $33 memberships. Then step 3, exchange for whatever you're going to be getting, right? To acquire the metaverse certificates, and you can place them in the Lydian world as you so choose. Step 3, you're earning passive residual income in a lot of different ways, depending on what you chose, right? Up to 3% value on the metaverse certificates over 18 months, just by keeping that trading portfolio active. And I'm telling you, our chairman of the board is ensuring that when you put money in, he's matching it. So it's going to help you get that and keep that portfolio active, right? And woo, man, that meta mining is amazing. So listen, there's so many ways to create passive residual income here. That's why we're ecstatic. That's why the person sharing this with you was like, listen, you got to hear what we're doing within our community. So we want to encourage you, and we want to welcome you to our community of GS partners. Take those steps, get your free registration completed, get your $33 membership completed so that you can position yourself and for your household to create more passive residual income. I'm going to begin this and end this like I began it, right? I don't know what your dream is. I don't know if it's time freedom. I don't know if it's location freedom. I don't know if it's debt freedom. I don't know how you're looking to improve your quality of life, right? But here within our GS Partners community, we'll be here to support your goals and dreams and support you in that goal, all right? Thank you, everybody, for hanging out tonight, this afternoon. We will see you guys on the next live webinar.
Record.
Thank you.
Recording in
Okay, fantastic stuff. So well done. We're going on the half hour at the moment, which means it is time to launch into the call. I will be managing some of the microphones, and I will be making sure to remind you that if your camera's on, this is going to be put out into social media, into YouTube, into Telegram. And so I want to remind you to be the champions of your microphones, be the champions of your cameras, so that we can put this recording out. Don't take any offense if I'm muting you. It's just that we will be sharing this. I want to go straight into today's call. I want to make sure that we finish after 25 minutes. I'm in South Africa at the moment. The offices that I'm using that has decent Wi-Fi and decent electricity lock up at 6 p.m. So I'm going to make sure that we are wrapped up in 25 minutes. Well done for jumping onto this call very quickly. Who got value out of Monday's call? Just rated 1 being it was rubbish, 10 being I learned something new, I understand G999 and the tokenomics, and any number in between, 2, 3, 5, 9, 8. Let me know what understanding you got out of that. We're really hoping that it gives value to the community, that people start understanding why we're bullish on this project, why we're bullish on the coin and the ecosystem surrounding that mainnet. Awesome, we're getting a lot of good numbers here, a lot of 10s, a lot of 8s. Have a look in the chat function, fantastic. So tonight what I want to do is I want to take 24 minutes to spend time talking around the Lydian Stater coin and the G-Euro coin. And so I'm going to take us all the way across to a new page so we can have a look at the numbers together. And we're going to go through a similar flow. So if you haven't yet watched Monday's recording, I really want to encourage you to do that. Some of the language that we're using to describe supply and demand is analogous, meaning that we're using examples and story in order to really get understanding. And so I want to encourage you to go and have a look at Monday night if you haven't done that yet, so that the analogies ring true. Having said that, we've covered G999, we've covered supply and demand, we've had a look at how the coin arrives into the market, where it positions in the market, and how it departs from the market. And so now we're going to have a look at Lydian Stater, and we're going to go through those same steps together. So let me dive straight into it with you. We're spending time on Lydian Stater, LYS. Now, let's get a couple of facts in play and in place so that we understand what we're talking about. Firstly, LYS is built on the Binance Smart Chain. So it's built on a chain, not our mainnet, not our blockchain. It's built on a partner or another chain, the Binance Smart Chain. The second thing that it's worth understanding is that there are 888,888,888 coins originally created. That was the number that was originally created. We're going to have a look at supply and demand, and we're going to have a look at the what are the languages that we use here. We're going to have a look at how it arrives, how it departs, and how it destroys. We're going to have a look at that on the supply side, and then we're going to have a look at it on the demand side. So it's utility or users and the number of users. So let's go ahead and look through that exercise together. So Lydian Stater. Lydian Stater is native to Lydian World, built on the Binance Smart Chain. And we're going to spend time looking at Lydian Stater and looking at supply. So we're spending time inside of supply. Firstly, let's cover the arrival of Lydian Stater. We're just going through the same process we did with G999 arrival. The first thing to note is that Lydian Stater arrived in a moment. Very different to G999. G999 has a proof of stake mechanism, which means it's continuously released into the market every minute at a set rate. Lydian's data arrived in a moment. The protocol created 888,888,888 coins. And you can go and find this information for yourself by simply looking inside of the Binance Smart Chain Scan. Okay, it is a site dedicated to monitoring, it's an explorer to monitoring any coins or tokens that are created using the Binance Smart Chain. And you can go and have a look at the moment in time when 888,880,888 Lydian data was created, arrived in the world. That arrived into what we call a protocol wallet. That means it arrived into one contract address as a full number to be distributed from that protocol wallet. We're going to come to destruction in a moment. So I'm going to put destruction down here. We're going to come to it in a moment. And I'm now going to also look at departure. Currently, the only way for those coins to be released under the contract wallet, the wallet that created all those coins in a moment, is through what we call meta mining. This is the process of releasing Lydian's data from the protocol wallet, the contract wallet, and releasing that, departing it out into the market. It can only enter the market, depart into wallet addresses, and depart into exchange addresses through the process of meta mining. Now, at first, that process of meta mining only had 5 protocols in place. But if we go and have a look at the current meta certificates, we can see that it now has 11 protocols in place. 11 mechanisms that when you and I decide to go and purchase a meta certificate, that becomes a protocol world, just so we're very, very clear on where. So Lydian world, move into DEXs. These are decentral exchanges, central exchanges like GS Trade, and into wallets. So we can actually set it up that our MetaMask or our Trust wallets can receive Lydian status. That's the departure mechanism dictated by those meta certificates. Now I'm going to introduce a new term here, and that is an anti-flood mechanism. What does that mean? Well, in the chat function right now, let me know how often Lydian's data get released into the market based on the certificate. Let me know in the chat function, how often does Lydian's data get released? In other words, depart the contract protocol and enter into our wallets. According to the protocols that are in place, the 11 meta certs. Okay, someone's saying daily. Daily is not the right answer. Someone said 45 days. That is right. Someone has said 15 days. That's right. Someone has said 45 days. That is correct as well. 90 days. That's also correct. You see, the meta certificates that are in existence have an anti-flood protocol in place, which means that the coins all the coins don't arrive at the market tomorrow. It's released according to the protocol of the meta certificate that you have activated. That's its departure point. That's how it enters into your and my wallets or onto central exchanges and decentral exchanges. Let's have a look at the destruction, because again, we're looking at supply, right? We've got no more coins arriving. They all exist at the moment. There's no other coins arriving. The only way that they are leaving this point of arrival, departing into the market, is through the process of meta mining, according to whatever protocol you have. And there's an anti-flood mechanism, which means they're not all arriving at the same time. People can't dump this coin suddenly. Like we saw Luna Terra over 3 days, went from $30 all the way down to 3 cents. No anti-flood mechanism in place to control the release of that token out into the marketplace. Let's look at distraction. Currently, there is no burn protocol in place. Very different to G999. G999 has a burn protocol according to use, according to tax, according to fees. Lydian Stater has what we call a managed burn protocol. What does that mean? It means that there is a wallet, a dedicated wallet that we can choose to send coins to, or the main wallets that hosted coins can send coins to. And we actually saw a managed burn take place 1 month ago. People ask, well, how many coins were burnt a month ago? 90% of the coins were burnt a month ago. So the supply is no longer 888 million because 90% was burnt in a managed burn process. That's the supply currently in place. And I know it looks messy, but just go through it logically. How did it arrive? It arrived in a moment inside of a contract address, the protocol. How many arrived? 888,888,888. How is it released from that protocol? Through the process of meta mining. How often is it released? Depends on the certificates, the protocol. Every 15, 30, 45, 90 days. How is it destroyed? How does it disappear out of the marketplace? Through a managed burn. We've seen 90% of it burnt off already. Will we see more? We don't know. Let's wait and see. Let's talk about use or utility for Lydian Stater. Oops, going the wrong way. Let's talk about use or utility for Lydian Stater currently. Lydian Stater, utility. And let's put over here users. Utility at the moment for Lydian Stater. In the chat function, let me know where we can use Lydian Stater. What is its utility currently? Let me know in the chat function right now. Have a look and see if we've been tracking with some of its uses. So Craig got it spot on already. We can use it in our capital load inside of where? Inside of meta mining. And you might be going, why would that be a use? Well, right now, if I put money in the bank, I can choose to take whatever interest I use and put it back into the same bank. Why would I want to do that? Because I'm taking the interest and I'm redeploying that capital to keep earning for me. Guess what? We can take what we're earning in Lydian Stater and we can redeploy it back into more mining. Okay, that's one of the uses. What is one of the other uses that we see Lydian Stater being used for at the moment? I think Steve Morris hit it on the nail just now. Yeah, we've got quite a few people putting it in now. Absolutely right. The purchasing of meta estate city development. Meta estate city developments, particularly right now, the time that this call is happening on the 1st of June 2022, we're seeing the first city going up in Portugal. Now you might be saying, well, you know, that's not really a use. Isn't there some other use case for it? Well, it is a big use. Let me explain something right now. Lydian World is designed as an e-commerce site. That means if Nike wants to sell shoes, if the little local shop down the road that has an online presence wants to now move cell phone covers, if an up-and-coming artist wants to launch some of their sound bites, if an NFT creator wants to host a museum, if an artist wants to host a concert, they've now got an environment inside of Lydian World to do that. And the meta estate developments, we even have the technology where an architect using a program similar will be anybody who's plugged into Lydian World. So can the citizenship count move from 300,000 to 3 million? Why not? What sort of demand would that put on the coin as it's coming into market? And more specifically, who controls the release of that coin? If we go back one step, I want you to think carefully on this. Who at the moment controls the flow of Lydian's data? It's you and I. It's whoever is meta mining, whoever bought a meta certificate, has put a capital load in and is receiving Lydian's data. We control its flow into the market. When we started these calls on Monday, the goal for the call was to understand how G999 has a relationship with Lydian World. We've covered that based on use and utility, how that use and utility affected its supply, how the mechanics or the tokenomics, the arrival, departure, and destruction of that coin affects supply. We've now covered Lydian's data. We've covered its use in the Lydian World. We've covered its arrival point at 888 million. We've discussed its departure points through the protocols of meta mining, and we've discussed over 90% already being burnt out the market in a managed burn. We've got mainnet covered, we've got Lydian World covered. The only coin that we need to briefly cover now is G Euro. It's the newest coin that we're talking about. People are still trying to understand its role within our ecosystem. And to understand its role, we do need to focus on these three letters in the name. We need to focus on these three letters in order to unlock why it exists. Which massive financial house trading platform that does €1 trillion in trade per annum has the company recently aligned itself with in order to provide a meta brokerage account, a meta trading account, a managed portfolio inside of a regulated space? Lots of people are typing. If you're not sure, have a look in the chat function. You're spot on right. BD Swiss. Now, to fund those meta brokerage accounts, we're going to fund it with cryptocurrencies. We're a metaverse environment, we're blockchain centric, we're using cryptocurrencies. BD Swiss, on the other hand, as a regulated licensed entity, is managing those portfolios inside of stocks and shares, Forex, CFDs. Those markets are going to revert back to the local currency. And so we need to have a cryptocurrency inside of our ecosystem that can neatly translate from whatever the fluctuating values are in our volatile markets and immediately timestamp it into a stable coin within regulated markets. And hence the arrival of the G Euro. So that now we have the ability to move value from volatile, young 13-year-old markets like cryptocurrencies into stable. So what do we call a coin that is stable in nature? We call that coin a stable coin. Now, some of the best stable coins in the world are coins that are backed by value. BD Swiss has large volume pools. Mr. Heights, the chairman of the board, has a large capital. And so they've created a volume pool that is matching any cryptocurrencies that are arriving or being put into a managed certificate. That cryptocurrency's value is immediately timestamped and converted into a euro value. And that euro value is now traded out on those markets. We track that euro value for regulatory purposes inside of a stable coin. So for every G euro that exists, or every G euro that exists, there is a euro giving it value. A stable coin. So to answer the question on how does a G euro arrive at the market? How does a G euro depart? How does it get destroyed? Slightly different environment here. G euro only arrives at the market in a 1-to-1 ratio based on the euro that backs up the moment we timestamp the crypto out of the volatile market into a stable market. 1-for-1. Does it get destroyed? No, it just gets exchanged. Can it get more and more into the market? Yes, as we move from a couple $1,000 of Bitcoin into a stable coin, that value timestamps behind it, 1-for-1. Is this making sense as to why the G euro now exists? And why there's obviously discussions around a G Swiss franc and a G, I want to say gold, but I don't want to get this wrong on whatever the ticker is going to be. But we're starting to see a move because of what BD Swiss is putting in place. We're needing to have a vehicle that takes us from volatility into stability so that that can be traded inside of a stable, regulated environment. That's how the G euro exists. We've covered all three coins, which has enabled us to cover our main net. It's enabled us to cover our native token for Lydian World, and it's enabled us to cover the token that is managed inside of our managed broker portfolio. If this has been super useful, let me know. We've got Stephen asking some questions of G euro into G999. So I do want to cover that very quickly because we do need to cover utility and use. Utility with G euro is obvious. It's managed, it's traded, it represents value inside of those different marketplaces. But more than that, it has a relationship with G999. So I want to come all the way back to here. Cast your minds back to Monday. Wow, this got pretty busy. Remember that we spoke about utility creates burn. So I want you to picture that these are flames. And the more utility, then the more burn of G999. Well, guess what? G euro, when it is sold, has a 2% burn fee. That 2% tax or burn fee fetches G999 from the market and burns it. Another utility added to G999, another burn mechanism to decrease its supply. And now we've gone full circle on how G999 has a role inside of Lydian World, how Lydian World has created all these utilities to burn G999, how BD Swiss has brought an extra product, service, and offering into Lydian World, and how when people sell out from their portfolios, their 2% goes back into G999's burn. It drives me nuts when people jump onto our chat groups and jump onto our Facebook groups and say G999's got no utility. It drives me nuts when people say, what's protecting its price? It drives me nuts when people say, why are we focused on BD Swiss? We should be focused on, man, this stuff drives me nuts. So please, please share these two videos. Monday's video on the tokenomics of G999. Share this video, and then let's go build a massive business. Because the only thing that you and I are in control of is how many users we can bring into the ecosystem. BD Swiss knows what it's doing. Alex and the team who've worked out the tokenomics, they know what they're doing. Lydian World is a metaverse. It knows what it's doing. You and I just need to bring the user base. That's it. That's our role. That's what we can do. So let's not complain. Let's not find reasons to point fingers. We've got everything in place. Let's go get this done. So I want to thank you for your time. I've got to leave 5 minutes early so that the lights don't get turned off here. Looking forward to seeing a bunch of you. Tomorrow, Thursday, is back to our normal flow. And so you've all got Harry Funsky walking you through Lydian World, the numbers, the data. Go spend time on that. Have a fantastic evening, afternoon, morning. Cheers, everyone.
Recording in
Yeah, just want to welcome you all to the next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of Back to Basics calls. Super excited to see a lot of people jumping onto this call. This is being recorded. It'll be going out into Telegram and YouTube. And this is a meeting setting. That means if your camera's on, we can see you. If your microphone goes live, we can hear you. And so I really want to encourage you to be in charge of that, be the champion of that. Make sure that microphones are off when it's appropriate. Make sure cameras are off if you're wandering around in your bathrobe or something like that. But we're going to get started in the next 30 seconds. I'm very excited about this particular week. We're going to spend time going back to some of the basics so that when we jump back onto a power half hour next week, we're very clear as to why we track with market numbers and headlines and deadlines. We're very clear as to why we spend time with Steve Morris on the technical aspects of our ecosystem, why we spend time with Johnny and Fernando looking at the tokenomics. I want us to be very clear by next week on how Lydian World works, how the gaming strategies and data, if we apply them, can be most beneficial to us, our community, and our project as a whole. And in order for us to do that, I think we've got to spend this week just bedding down some of the basics on terminology and jargon, on some economics and tokenomics that I think really helps serve us. So I'm excited about doing this with you. I'm excited about spending time with you. And I'm pretty excited that we get to pull out the old whiteboard as well so that we don't get sucked into too much of the overwhelm when we go spend time on websites or platforms. We're just going to go right back to basics, go right back to the simple stuff, and start taking notes and applying those simple concepts back into our ecosystem. So if you're excited about that, or you're wanting to get stuck into that, just let me know. Say yes, or excited, or let's go for it, because I want to make the most of this 28-minute slot that I've got with you right now. So we're going to go straight into it. We're going to dive straight into it. Thanks so much. I can see Louise. I can see Badra. A little thumbs up there. Stu Hall as well. Great to see you all on here. Let's go for it. Okay, so I want to start off over here. A lot of people come into our company. They come into our project, our ecosystem, and the feedback we get given for someone who's new to blockchain or new to cryptos or new to social and network marketing is that this is quite confusing. And so the response to that confusion has been something genius, which is a very simple front door into our ecosystem and getting diversified on day one. And that genius is wrapped up in a product called the Meta Certificate. Now I'm going to show you how simple this is, and then I'm going to open up the hood and show you how it is possible for it to be simple. By opening up the hood and showing you the mechanics of what's happening, showing you the movement and the volumes and the liquidity that goes on to make this possible. But when we look at the Meta Certificate, we need to understand that there's two big pieces of information that's set on a Meta Certificate. There is the price or the value, and you'll often see this described as USDT. So you might have a certificate that costs $49. It might cost $500. It might cost $1 million. There's 11 meta certificates out there. And then you also see a second piece of information, which talks about the load or capital potential. And I want to talk about those two pieces of information and how they play out in 4 different arenas, very, very briefly. So the first is the value or the price of the meta certificate. The actual value or price of a meta cert is that earning or income yielding potential. If the price of your meta certificate is $500, there is potential to earn up to 300% on that $500 over an 18-month period. There's a potential for that. I'm going to explain how that potential exists. There's also the load or capital number that we see on a meta certificate. And that actually plays out in 2 different arenas. We see it play out in what we call meta brokerage. And we see it also play out in what we call meta mining or Lydian data mining. These are 2 different things. If you've got a load capital of $2,000 and you put it into meta mining, that capital has gone into Lydian World. It's locked up that capital into the activity of releasing Lydian data into the market. And there's a yield potential on that, whether it's 60% per annum, 120% per annum, whether it's 600% over 72 months, it says so on the certificate. But that's one place where the load or capital value plays out. A second place that the load or capital number plays out is inside a meta brokerage offering that sits inside of Lydian World. So again, the example is if you've gone and put $2,000 worth of load into your meta brokerage, that $2,000 is going to be managed for you via the APIs through BD Swiss. One, meta mining is the release of Lydian data from its protocol into the market. The other, meta brokerage, is your capital being positioned inside of the BD Swiss arena of CFDs, Forex, stocks and shares, the more traditional instruments. And we can't tell you what the earning potential is there because we don't know what your strategy is going to be. Are you going to be a high risk? Are you going to be a medium risk? Are you going to be a low risk when it's time to choose how that portfolio is managed? It's going to be different for all of us. The fourth, and no one's really paying attention to this yet, and it is quite niche, is something called meta trading. And meta trading really will be for those people in our community who want to take advantage of something called leverage. So $2,000 going into a trade account, and they move across and they select, I want 10x leverage on that. So my $200 is now worth $20,000. And you take that into the market and you trade it. That's niche. There's going to be some risk there, and it's probably going to be adopted by more of our trading community. But these are the 3 that right now we should be paying attention to when we look at a meta certificate. Exposure into traditional markets, exposure into Lydian World and Lydian status, and then over here, there's a little T's and C's over here. If 30% is full in our meta brokerage, in other words, if I'm trying to fill up to $2,000 and I get up to 30%, 33% of that 2,000, then the value of my certificate also starts being traded on my behalf by BD Swiss's team at 16% per month, as long as that trading account, as long as this meta brokerage account doesn't shrink down. One product, multiple exposures on all the value of the certificate as well as the load of the certificate. Because this is being recorded, I'm not talking about the current promotions. I'm not talking about the 100% matching bonus that you get over here from BD Swiss and chairman of the board. I'm not talking about the current 0.02 price arbitrage that exists. We're not going to do those numbers because after the 1st of July, that may change. I want this video and this recording that we're doing to still be relevant after the 1st of July. So we're not playing with the numbers. I just want us to have clarity that we got one product that unlocks 4 earning potentials on the value of the certificate or the price of the certificate and the capital load that you choose to put into meta mining, meta brokerage, possibly meta trading as well. So there's a lot going on in that meta certificate. The question that comes about from many people who've been with the project for a while, or that come from people who start looking into our ecosystem, is they start asking the question, okay, but where does G999 fit into this? What is the impact on Lydian's data's value over time? What in the fudge nuts is G Euro? That's brand new. I haven't seen that before. People start asking, how does Lydian World interact with GS Partners? Where does GS Lifestyle and that MasterCard fit into this? How do I take advantage and why would I do a KYC with the GS Trade Exchange and not some other exchange? How does BD Swiss fit into all of this? These are some of the questions that are being asked in our community right now. Because it's one thing to offer a very simple solution, and this is simple. It's another thing to pop the hood and see how that solution is possible. In the chat function right now, let me know if you've got a driver's license. Just type the word driver. It's okay if you're 16 and on this call and you're in a place that doesn't have a driver's license, don't panic, you'll get there. But if you've got a driver's license, just type the word driver right now. Okay, driver, 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 driver. Okay, the chat function's going crazy. Driver, 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 driver. Now type the word, if you can fix anything under the hood of your car, type the word hood if you know how to pop the hood and fix your car if it breaks. Just type the word hood right now. I'm not typing the word hood, by the way. I wouldn't have a clue. My car breaks, I'm done. I'm phoning the mechanic. I'm getting a tow truck to take it to the mechanic. I am not mechanically inclined when it comes to vehicles. But I can type the word driver. You put me behind just about any vehicle, I can drive it. The issue comes in when you pop the hood, for me. Here's the good news. In order for you to excel and grow and profit from this ecosystem, you just need to understand that the car works. Good news. But for those of you who typed hood, for those of you who want to know how it's possible that this car can move forward, that it can work, we're spending Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday going through G999 on a Monday. Where to find it, how it benefits GS Partners, its role in Lydian World. We're going to spend time on Tuesday talking about Lydian's data, its role here in Lydian World, how we can benefit from it over here. We're going to be talking about this new stable coin, G Euro, on Wednesday. What is its role in Lydian World? Why is BD Swiss partnered up with us on that? How is it going to serve our ecosystem? And so the next 3 nights, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is under the hood stuff. Okay, are you ready to go under the hood? Yes. If you're not, you can type no and you can leave the call. It's absolutely fine. I'm not doing a call like this again. I want to do it once. I want it to be recorded, and anybody who wants to go back and look under the hood can, in really, really simple tokenomics, economics, mechanics of what's actually happening behind a meta cert and how it does benefit us, and benefit us no matter where we are within the ecosystem, no matter what we're holding and where we're positioned, the benefits. So we're going to go and do that together. And so here on Monday, we're spending time with G999. We're spending time with our main net coin. Now, in order for us to spend time here, we need to understand two very simple concepts. We need to understand supply, and we need to understand demand. In other words, what is going to cause the rise in value of our coin? What is going to cause our coin to be searched after and seeked out on the markets? And so we've got to talk about supply, and we've got to talk about demand. And we've got to list some of the things that play towards the supply of a coin and some that play towards the demand for a coin. And so we're going to introduce some concepts here. We're going to go through this together. The first thing we've got to look at with supply is, how does the coin arrive at the market? How is this coin created? What is the mechanism for release? And so we want to talk about arrival. The second thing we want to talk about when we talk about supply is we want to talk about its departure from the market. And the last thing we want to talk about with supply is its destruction from the market. Those are the three things we're going to look at when we talk about supply. Demand, there are a couple of things that we want to look at. We want to look at its use in the market. Another word for use is utility. We want to be very clear on its use or utility. And the second thing we want to be clear on when we think about demand is the number of people who need it, the number of users that exist in the market. Once we can define and we get clear around these three things and these two things here, then we start getting clarity as to where the value of G999 lies, where it can go, and what the potential market share is for G999 over time. So let's go into these together. We're going to spend a bit of time over here. And I'm not going to go highly technical on this. I think it's better for us to understand the broad concepts, the analogies that help us understand what's happening with G999. So we're going to start here with G999, and we're going to start on how does G999 arrive at the market? So we're talking about supply. Section 1 is supply, and we're going to talk about its arrival. I hope you're taking notes. I hope this is going to stick in your minds, because this is how you can help people understand what's under the hood. G999 arrives at the market through a proof of stake protocol. In other words, there is an algorithm or a code protocol that continuously prints G999. Now that printer can't be increased and it can't be decreased. The same amount of coins are being released and created every minute forever. And I can actually show you, I'm going to share my screen with you for a moment here. I took some screenshots earlier today using the G999 Explorer. So here we go. This is our Explorer showing exactly what's happening. You can see that there is a total of 570 coins being released into the market every single minute. And it's being split into two. It's being split into what we call staking and into noding. So 142.5 G999 go out every minute to people who are staking coins, and 427.5 coins go out every minute to someone who is master noding some coins. So I'm just going to stop sharing and figure out how to do that in a moment. Got to be a share button here somewhere. Nope. Stop share. There you go. So whether we're comfortable with that number, whether we agree with that number, whether we wish the number was higher or lower, doesn't matter. The code doesn't care. The code doesn't get cold. It doesn't get hot. It's not religious. It's not agnostic. It's not male. It's not female. It doesn't have a good day. It doesn't have a bad day. It just is what it is. And it's churning out 570 new G999 per minute. That's its arrival to the market. Let's talk about its, whoops, gone to the wrong place here. Let's talk about its departure in the market. Let's talk about its departure. What do I mean by departure? I want you to picture for a moment an airport. If I decide to climb on an airplane and fly from Durban to Dubai, do I suddenly not exist? Have I disappeared off the planet of Earth? Am I now gone forever? Yes or no in the chat function, let me know. If I depart Durban Airport and I arrive in Dubai, have I disappeared? Absolutely not. Have I moved from one market under one governing group with a certain group of people accessing that market called Durban, and have I arrived in another market? Maybe with a different group of people, maybe under a different governing set of rules, or maybe with a slightly different culture. Absolutely yes. And it is the same for G999. G999 arrives, it's birthed into this world through a protocol called proof of stake, and there's 570 arriving per minute, every minute. But it is departing to multiple people and multiple platforms. It is doing that through wallets, and it's doing it through exchanges. So you will hear people talk about, I received some coins into my core wallet. You will hear some people say, I sent some coins into a web wallet. You will hear some people say, I sold some coins on an exchange. You will hear some people say, I bought some coins on an exchange. The moment 570 coins arrive into the market, we, the people who've received it, either as stakers or masternoders, can choose to hold it in wallets, send it to other people's wallets, or sell or buy it on exchanges. Those are the departure points of G999, constantly causing it to move from place to place. Again, very similar to the airport analogy. Sometimes a coin will arrive in Dubai, like a person will, and choose to sit there for 8 months. 8 months of the year, I'm in Dubai, not somewhere else. Do I no longer exist in South Africa? No, I exist. I just happen to exist in Dubai, but no one in South Africa is interacting with me. The same thing happens for G999. We will sometimes see no movement from some wallets. It's almost like those coins don't exist. They're out there on the exchanges. We can see them in order books. We can see them in buy and sell books. And in fact, we even have calls where Johnny B. Scott and Fernando every single Tuesday show people what they can see on the exchanges. It's like they've got all the data to every airport's departure and arrival board. They can see exactly what's moving where, how many are over here. Okay, I can see all of that. But what they can't see is what's sitting in a wallet. They can see people moving. They can't see when people are sitting inside of Dubai for 8 months. That's sitting in a wallet. You can go and see it land there, But if it stays there, it's not really flagging on anybody's systems. Those are the departure points I want you to think about. Right now, we know that there are 16.4 billion coins. Some of them we are tracking on exchanges. We're tracking their arrival and departures. We call them buy and sell orders. We're tracking them. We can see what's going on there. Some of them are locked up in wallets and in protocols, whether it's some DeFi or community noding or exclusive noding, or those are wallets. They're locked up in there. Some of them sit with people. So we've spoken about how it arrives. We've spoken about its departure. Now let's talk about its destruction. So 570 are arriving per minute, not per month. There's currently 16.4 billion, some in wallets, some in exchanges. And these coins are being destroyed in what we call, you can't even see the word, I've chosen the wrong color. These coins are being destroyed in what we call a burn wallet. How are these coins being destroyed? We're going to need to go and look at the other side of the board. We're going to move from supply across to demand to see how they're being destroyed. But there's something very interesting that happens. If the number of coins being destroyed is higher than the number of coins arriving per minute, then we have something called deflation. In other words, this number of 16.4, if burn is going up and it is higher than how it arrives, then what we start seeing is this number here, 16.4 billion, goes down. The number of coins that exist on exchanges starts decreasing as it is burnt away. The number of coins that are sitting in wallets that are maybe being used because of demand start being destroyed. For those of you who want to know, we are currently sitting in a period of 200% and higher deflation. Very simply put, for every coin that arrives in the market, 2 or more are being burnt. Type in the word supply if you now have a clear picture of the supply of G999, how it arrives at the market, how it moves or sits out of the market, and how it gets destroyed or burnt from the market and from the supply forever. Okay, a lot of people are typing supply, supply, supply. Excellent. That means we've dealt with supply. We've dealt with the first part. The first part of supply and demand is now done. Let's go have a look at demand. Let's go have a look at demand. All right, so just to recap, so we know what we're looking at. We're still looking at G999. We've covered supply. We're clear on the 3 things that help us identify supply. We're now going to spend time on demand. In the chat function, very quickly, what are the 2 things that we look at when we talk about demand? Let me know right now. What are the 2 things that we're going to be spending time looking at when we spend time in demand? Okay, absolutely. Harry's got the first one. Fiona's got both. Excellent. Let's see who else has got it. People are like, I've forgotten. Yeah, absolutely. Garth's got it. Stu's got it. Fantastic. Right. So we're going to spend time talking about users. In other words, people, or maybe even companies who use the coin. And in order for us to look at users, we've also got to look at utility. So what is the use of the coin? What are the places I can put it to work for me? Okay, we're going to be spending time in demand now. So let's go have a look at this together. Let's go spend time on utility or use first, because that'll obviously also define users. So utility. And there is a list for this. Right now, utility. Telecommunication. That is spelled horribly, but just stay with me on this. Telecommunication. We can go into gaming. And very specifically, I want to put in here trivia. We can go into meta mining. And very specifically, we're going to put in here capital load. Right, we can also put over here gaming. We can put in here external platforms. Because I've created one, so that counts. Right, where else? In the chat function, tell me some of the other uses that you can think of for G999 right now. We're going to G999. What else can we use G999 for? Thank you. We can purchase NFTs, and specifically at the moment, when we talk NFTs, we're actually talking about citizen vouchers at the moment, specifically. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So we can talk about the lockup protocol or the rewards protocol. I'm going to use the word rewards protocols. Okay, and that is DeFi, and then staking, noding, etc. That's more of a how do you create more coins scenario versus how do you use it, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. You can use it as a form of payment. In other words, it can be used as a currency in order to pay GSP subscription. Okay, yeah, absolutely. It can be used as a currency for GSP subscription. Okay. Lydian World citizen game to unlock levels. Bang on right. It can be used inside of the metaverse Lydian World that corporate's been building out. So I want to go LW, and specifically I want to go citizen mining game. That's a very particular use. Yeah. Let's see what else you guys have come up with. I want to see if I've missed anything on the board there. Okay, yeah, we got that. Oh, we got a whole lot in here. You guys have done well. I think we've got most of it covered. Yes, activate GS lifestyle card. So it's an activation fee. Activation fee for GS lifestyle. Taboko, bang on right there. Arbitrage exchange within ecosystem. Yes, Judy, there is that as well. There is some arbitrage trading because of the different markets that you can fetch it on. It's not a utility. It's more like you can spot some price differences and make those profits work for you. Okay, excellent. We've got a whole lot on here, a whole lot coming through, but I think we've got it pretty much covered over here. Okay, who can guess what the biggest use is at the moment? And it might change. It might change. I can tell you, but let's have the guessing game first. Who thinks the biggest use currently? Because remember, use, utility, and then users. And so the user base might change over time, but let's look at what the largest utility is at the moment. So yeah, we're seeing it over here. I'm just going to put that under here. We're seeing a large amount go there. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Certificates, meta mining. What's the second and third? Kind of throw it out there. Yeah, HK, you're absolutely right. So a large amount going into here, you bang on. Where else? Where else are we seeing it? Who knows? Who knows their numbers? Third one. Yeah, Eugene's got it. Those are the three big uses at the moment. I want us to do some numbers together. Those are the three big uses at the moment. Let's go into the very last part of tonight's section. And I know we've gone over 30 minutes, but I want to make sure that this is bedded down. We're going to go into uses. Right now, the three biggest uses. We've got meta mining, where it's being used for load. We've got trivia, and we've got NFT vouchers. These are the uses. Let's look at the users. Meta mining. Anybody who wants to earn inside Lydian World anything between 60 to 120% APY. That's who we've got at the moment. Users are gamers, and more specifically, trivia or trivial or general knowledge, or who wants to be a millionaire, or pub quiz. I mean, these are the types of people who are absolutely killing it in the space, right? So your general knowledge or your GK users. And then NFT vouchers, well, these are people who are coming into Lydian World in order to get their citizenships. Currently, if you go look on the dashboard, if you go and see what we would call active, we're only sitting at about 5,000, and we're sitting at, on some of the biggest games that we've been tracking, 130. Have we hit a huge amount of people? Is G999, if this is our original, equation here, do we have a massive amount of users? Absolutely no. We don't yet. Very, very small. If we increase the number of users, just based on those three utilities, just those three, I'm not even talking about other utilities yet. If we increase the user base on those three utilities, will the demand go up or down? Will there be more people needing the coin? Will the demand go up or down? Up, 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 right. So if we increase this, we don't even have to increase this at the moment, but if we increase that, it'll affect that. Now that we understand that this is never changing, this is flat line, guys, this is never changing. We can't make the arrival of coins go up. We also can't necessarily affect this. Departure points is just people moving from airport to airport or staying in cities. We can't really affect this, which means the only thing that we can affect is this. If we increase the number of coins being burned because now there are more users, what's going to happen to supply? Up or down? We can't affect how many coins are arriving. We can't affect how many coins are out in the system. We can affect, thank you very much. If we increase the number of coins that are being burnt through the use of loading capital into mines, through the use of playing trivia, through the use of NFT vouchers being bought, through the use of cards being activated, what will happen if the demand goes up and the supply comes down? What will happen to the value of this coin if we get that right? People are saying price goes up, price increase, value goes up. Absolutely. With this as your understanding now